Once upon a time in a village in Nigeria, there lived a woman named Ngozi. She was a kind and hardworking woman who always helped others in the village. Ngozi was married to a handsome man named Emeka, and they lived happily together. However, Ngozi's happiness was not complete because her mother-in-law, Mama Emeka, was not happy with her. Mama Emeka wanted grandchildren, but Ngozi took a long time to become pregnant. Every day, Mama Emeka would say unkind things to Ngozi, making her feel sad. One day, when Ngozi was sweeping in front of her house, Mama Emeka came over and scolded her, saying, "You are not a good wife because you have not given me grandchildren yet." Ngozi tried to explain that she was trying her best, but Mama Emeka would not listen. She turned her back on Ngozi and walked away, leaving Ngozi in tears. From that day on, Mama Emeka stopped talking to Ngozi and ignored her whenever she visited. Ngozi felt very lonely and wished she could make Mama Emeka happy. One night, while Ngozi was sitting outside looking at the stars, a wise old woman from the village approached her. The old woman said, "Do not worry, Ngozi. Your kindness and hard work will bring you joy one day." Ngozi felt comforted by the old woman's words and continued to be patient. She kept being kind to everyone in the village, helping them whenever they needed her. Months passed, and one day, Ngozi felt sick. She went to the village healer, who told her that she was going to have a baby. Ngozi was overjoyed and shared the news with everyone in the village, including Mama Emeka. When Mama Emeka heard that Ngozi was going to have a baby, her heart softened. She went to Ngozi and apologized for being unkind. Mama Emeka said, "I was wrong to judge you, Ngozi. You will make a wonderful mother, and I cannot wait to meet my grandchild." Ngozi forgave Mama Emeka and welcomed her back into her life with open arms. The village celebrated the news of Ngozi's pregnancy, and everyone was happy for her. As Ngozi's pregnancy progressed, Mama Emeka became more and more involved in helping her prepare for the baby's arrival. She taught Ngozi traditional recipes, shared stories about Emeka's childhood, and even helped sew clothes for the baby. Ngozi and Mama Emeka grew closer than ever before. They would spend hours talking and laughing together, planning for the future. Ngozi's heart swelled with gratitude and love for Mama Emeka, knowing that their relationship had blossomed into something beautiful. When the day finally arrived for Ngozi to give birth, Mama Emeka was right by her side, holding her hand and offering words of encouragement. It was a long and challenging labor, but Ngozi remained strong, fueled by the love and support of Mama Emeka and the entire village. Finally, with a cry that filled the room with joy, Ngozi gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Mama Emeka's eyes filled with tears as she held her grandson for the first time. She whispered words of blessings and love, promising to be the best grandmother she could be. From that day on, Ngozi, Emeka, Mama Emeka, and their little bundle of joy lived happily together. The village rejoiced at the arrival of the newest member of their community, and Ngozi's story became a reminder of the power of love, patience, and forgiveness. And so, in the village of Nsaka, the tale of Ngozi and her journey from rejection to acceptance became a cherished folk tale, passed down from generation to generation, teaching the importance of kindness, understanding, and family bonds. As the years went by, Ngozi's son grew up to be a strong and kind-hearted young boy. He brought immense joy to Ngozi Emeka and Mama Emeka. They watched him learn and grow, always surrounded by love and laughter. Ngozi's relationship with Mama Emeka continued to flourish. They shared a deep bond built on understanding and forgiveness. Mama Emeka often told Ngozi stories about her own struggles and how she had learned the importance of patience and acceptance over the years. One day, when Ngozi's son was old enough to understand, she shared with him the story of how Mama Emeka had once rejected her, but had eventually become her closest ally and friend. Ngozi's son listened intently, his young mind absorbing the lesson of forgiveness and compassion. As he grew older, Ngozi's son became a leader in the village, known for his wisdom and kindness. He followed in his mother's footsteps, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. Mama Emeka watched with pride as her grandson carried on the legacy of love and acceptance that had transformed their family. Years passed, and Ngozi and Emeka grew old together, surrounded by their loving family. Mama Emeka remained a cherished part of their lives, sharing in their joys and offering wisdom and guidance whenever needed. And so the tale of Ngozi, Mama Emeka, and their journey from rejection to a deep bond of love became a legend in the village of Nesoka. It was a story that reminded everyone of the power of forgiveness, understanding, and the enduring strength of family ties. As the village of Nsuka prospered and the generations passed, the story of Ngozi and Mama Emeka became a cherished legend that parents told their children. It was a tale of resilience, compassion, and the transformative power of forgiveness. Ngozi's son grew up to become a respected leader in the community, known for his fairness and compassion toward others. He carried the lessons of his mother and grandmother in his heart, spreading kindness and understanding wherever he went. Mama Emeka remained a pillar of wisdom in the village, her experiences serving as a guiding light for those who sought her counsel. She often sat under the shade of the ancient baobab tree, sharing stories of her past and imparting valuable lessons to the younger generation. One day, as Mama Emeka sat beneath the baobab tree, surrounded by children eager to hear her stories, a young girl approached her with tears in her eyes. The girl shared that she had been feeling lonely and misunderstood, much like Ngozi had once felt. Mama Emeka took the girl's hand and smiled kindly, saying, "My dear child, let me tell you a story of a woman who faced rejection but found acceptance through patience and love." And so Mama Emeka began to recount the tale of Ngozi, her struggles, and the bond that had blossomed between her and Mama Emeka. The young girl listened intently, her heart touched by the story of resilience and hope. As Mama Emeka finished her story, she looked around at the attentive faces of the children and saw understanding and empathy in their eyes. She knew that Ngozi's story would continue to inspire future generations to embrace forgiveness and kindness. And so, in the village of Nesoka, the legacy of Ngozi and Mama Emeka lived on, woven into the fabric of their community's values. It was a legacy of love and acceptance that would endure for generations to come. Thanks for listening. You are the best.